All right, so the preliminary stage of the 2021 National Science and Maths Quiz ends tomorrow, Friday, 5th November 2021. OT, Volta Zone, and the Ashanti regions are expected to produce the remaining 13 prelim winners. Maxwell Agwagwa joins us live from Ho. Hello, Maxwell. All right, so you tell us what's happening in Ho today.
Well, exactly like you rightly mentioned, the Volta region is going to be the last place for the preliminary round of competition. We were in the Greater Accra region, moved to the Central region, then to the Eastern region, and then now we're here at the Volta region where we're going to see the last round of preliminary contest. And then we move on to the elimination stages, which is the 1A stage of the National Science and Maths Quiz. We go on to the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then the grand finale. That's what we've all been, waiting for. But here in the Volta region, specifically at home, I'm standing just about 100 meters away from the Nat Hall where the competition itself will be taking place. Already, some schools have started arriving here on the ground. I've seen contestants from Abo Senior High School. They are in the auditorium already. We're expecting more schools to arrive on the ground. Now, coming here to the Volta region and engaging the NSMQ mood, a lot of people I've been speaking to tell me that they feel and they believe that 2021 is the year for a Volta region school to win the National Science and Maths Quiz trophy. Because since its inception in 1993, no school from the Volta region has ever won the National Science and Maths Quiz. Of course, we can talk about some NSMQ giants like Keta Senior High Technical School. We can talk about Bishop Herman College, which in recent times, they've not really been doing well in the NSMQ. But no school from the Volta region has ever won the National Science and Maths Quiz. And this year, they are hoping to break that jinx. Indeed, in May, June, when we visited for the regional qualification contest, the chief of Sokpo told me that they've been engaging quite a number of stakeholders on this, trying to find ways and means and how, they can actually break that jinx and win the trophy for the first time. Interesting contests we have for you today. Now, the first contest is going to be between Bishop Herman College. We also have Abo Senior High School in that contest, and then in Kwanta Senior High School in that particular contest. That's going to start at exactly 9 a.m. We also have at 11 a.m., Sugakopa SHS, EPC Mauko Girls SHS, and then St. Paul's SHS. A lot of people I've been speaking to are hoping that EPC Mauko Girls would qualify for the 1/8 stage of the competition. Just like no school from the Volta region has won the competition, in fact, no girls' school has ever won the National Science and Maths Quiz since 1993. And each year we move around for the competition. People express optimism that a girls' school will win it for the first time. It never happens. Same thing is happening this year. Throughout the Greater Accra region, Central, Eastern, and then here in the Volta region, you hear a lot of talk about getting a girls' school to win, to boost, their confidence level, their morale. We are hoping that EPC Mauko Girls, many people are also hoping that EPC Mauko Girls will qualify for the next stage. But a contest that a lot of people are looking forward to is the last contest for the day. Sunrise SHS, Kajabi Asato Senior High School, and then Karachi Senior High School. Now, Sunrise Senior High School first, they were debutants in the year 2018. And the first time they competed in the National Science and Maths Quiz, they caused a shock to an NSMQ big giant like Opokuwari School. In fact, they beat them in that 2018 contest to qualify for the 1/8 stage. That led to massive online trolling of Opokuwari School because not many people expected Sunrise Senior High School. They were making their debut in 2018. Not many expected them to beat an NSMQ giant like Opokuwari School. But they were able to do that and consolidate their wins. In fact, in the regional qualification contest this year, we saw a bit of that. In fact, they beat 3 other schools to qualify for the national competition. Now, in the regional qualification contest, they had 54 points. The 3 other schools that competed against them did not even make 10 points in the regional qualification contest. Now, through the regional qualification contest, they qualify for the national competition. Now, in the Volta OT regional championship also, they proved to be a force to reckon with. Now, they beat Ola Senior High School in the preliminary contest to make it to the grand finale. They were actually in the finals of the Volta OT Zone Championship, and that was won by Keta Senior High Technical School. So there's a lot, many people here are expecting a lot from them. NSMQ, they made their first debut, like I mentioned, in 2018. But many think that they can make a change and they can cause a difference. Some even think that they will be able to bring the trophy that the Volta region has been craving for some time now. So really, basically, that's it. All is set. The auditorium, it's set. Everything is ready. We're just waiting for the schools to arrive here on the ground for the competition itself to start today and then tomorrow, Israel.
All right, so Maxwell, I heard you say initially that there's a chief who's saying he's going to do everything possible to make sure the trophy comes home. Which chief is this, and what exactly is he doing?
Well, he's the chief of Sokwe. He's the chief of Sokwe, and he has been telling us that they've been engaging the teachers and then the management of the various senior high schools here in the Volta region. Now, Keta Senior High Technical School has always been the NSMQ ambassadors for the Volta region. Anytime they go for the national competition, it is Keta Senior High School, Keta Senior High Technical School that represents the school very well. But this time around, what they want to do is to get other schools also showing that this is what the Volta region has to offer. They think that it shouldn't just be Keta Senior High Technical School. They have schools that they think have the potential to also get there, to also get to the point where Keta Senior High School Technical School gets to. So we're talking about schools like Bishop Herman College, we're talking about schools like Ola Girls Home, we're talking about EPC Malco Girls and the likes. So basically engaging the stakeholders, getting the teachers to understand and understand the rudiments, the various things that can make them win a National Science and Maths Quiz Trophy. And of course, the motivation has also, the talk about motivation has also been there. There's been a lot of engagement with the old students of these schools also to try and get them to motivate the contestants. They tell me that it is very important because a lot of the winning schools we've been speaking to, they tell us that their old students have invested a lot into the competition. It's not just about infrastructural investment, but also monetary, motivation for the contestants to do well. So they tell me that these are some of the things that they're doing, to push a Volta region school to win the trophy for the first time after 20 years, Israel.
For a moment, I actually thought that some ways and means had come into the picture, but now that you've cleared the air, I'm a lot more comfortable with that. Now, you talk about the schools having to go through to the 1A stage and the various stages before they get to the very final. So when you say the final, you mean that's when we are all glued to the TVs and we're following the competition where we have the quiz mistress herself presiding, right?
Exactly. So we're going to have Professor Elsie Ifa-Kaufman. She will be moderating from the quarterfinals of the competition. And that is the most competitive part. So the most competitive part of the National Science and Maths Quiz starts from the 1A stage. So this is where we have the 27 seeded schools joining the competition. They are seeded schools by virtue of their performance in the previous year's competition. So this is where you have the likes of Wege, St. Augustine's College, all the NSMQ giants who performed very well in the previous year's competition joining. And at this stage, it is no longer the preliminary stage, it is the elimination stage. At this stage, you lose, you are out of the competition. At the preliminary stage, even if you lose, you still have some glimmer of hope that you could, hold on to, because top 15 losing schools will still get opportunity to progress to the 1A stage of the competition. Right. But if you get to the 1A stage, you do not have any opportunity. You lose, you are out. So 1A stage, you win, you qualify for the quarterfinals, then you can progress to the semifinals and then the grand finale. So the most competitive part really starts from the 1A stage. And usually, even at this level, the 1A stage is usually at the University of Ghana campus. But because of COVID, they have to do it at the regional level. But this time, the 1A stage is going to be in Kumasi. Okay. And I'm told that Comerica cannot wait to have the NSMQ because for many years they've been craving for this to come to the Garden City. And this time around, the most competitive part of the National Science and Maths Quiz is going to be, in Kumasi. In fact, Kojo Yangson at the launch said that in Kumasi, we're going to have two problems of the day. The first problem of the day would be from the quiz mistress, and the second problem of the day will be staying awake after eating a bowl of fufu for lunch. Yeah.
All right, but this
so
is
another school has arrived. In Kwanta Senior High School, they've arrived. They're making their way to the Nat Hall.
All right. So this is the point. This 1A stage, which is the final gathering in Kumasi. This is where the likes of Accra Academy and Okwapman School are going to pip the Wege Hayes and Pokuwari and all those other big schools. They are all those other schools, right? Oh, we actually lost, but I needed clarity to that.
Yeah, because it's fine. I mean, I don't even know why you're talking about Okwas and all of that. Anyways, we're going to take a break because we're not going to talk about Okwas today too. And when we come back, we'll be bringing you Showbiz with IB. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, but the 2021 National Science and Maths Quiz is produced by Primetime Limited and sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with AFSA Ghana. And the broadcast of the National Science and Maths Quiz on Joy News is supported by Cowbell, Papa's Pizza, Ace Medical Insurance, Tampico, DBS Industries Limited, Smart App, and Dole Yogurt. We'll be back with Showbiz. Stay tuned.